Hi guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Taylor, and today I am working on a digital coloring page. I know, it doesn't sound like much. It did take a while. I took a lot of breaks. You can also see in the little corner, this was done in February. It's March now. So that just goes to show how long it's been and how long I've procrastinated making the audio for this. It's the 15th today. I don't know when this will get uploaded. So, I have trouble collecting my thoughts. First of all, I'm recording on my computer, and I'm using a microphone. So if I sound different, that's why. I don't know if I'm gonna continue recording stuff on the computer. We'll see. Just wanted to clear that up. Secondly, what am I drawing? I'm drawing a coloring page from something called the Hermits and Friends coloring book, which you can download. There will be a link in the description. It's created by a lot of different fan artists in the Hermitcraft fan community, and they have made 3 different books so far, and they are all for free. They literally tell you not to give them any money because this is totally non-profit, but it's really cool. It's really cool, and I highly recommend you check it out because it is just, the art in there is so good. This one is by Delination, and if you don't know who that is, I couldn't remember, but I knew I recognized the art style. They have created the Hamilton Hermitcraft AU thing, which I know them from, I think it was a Drumbots animatic. They've done a bunch of different stuff, and a lot of it's great. They also did Inktober back last year. I don't know if you'll recognize their art or anything, but I will have a link to their channel. I would do social media, but I don't have any social media, so it'd be kind of hard for me to get a hold of it and link it and stuff. So you can go search Delination out. I hope I'm pronouncing their username correctly. But yeah, I saw this one and I was like, I wanted to draw it, or color it rather. So, this is the turf war that happened back in season 7, 2 seasons ago. It's kind of hard to believe it's 2 seasons ago. It was only just a few months ago that we were in season 8. But now it's over. But I didn't actually never watch the entirety of the turf war. I watched it, I watched one of Doc's episodes, I watched Etho's perspective, and then I may have watched Brienne's, like 1 or 2 of them. I doubt it. Quite honestly. I didn't watch the turf war, but I'm drawing pictures of it. I know, it sounds weird. I didn't really watch much of season 7, because I didn't really get heavily into it until season 8. I watched a few people's videos of season 7, but I mainly, watched season 6, and then I watched tons of different hermits in season 8. So, that's, I'm not very, educated, let's say, in the events that happen in season 7, but everything I know comes from fanfiction, and you know that's sometimes false information. You know that's sometimes really false information. I don't know how I'm gonna transition out of this. I've backed myself into a corner. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of coloring from this little coloring book series, and I don't know. One day I may just have to do a compilation of all the digital drawing stuff I've done whenever it gets to being a large number of them, because I have some pretty interesting drawings that I'd like to show you guys. Anyway though, these can also be printed off. So like it's not just limited to those of us who do digital art. It's also available for markers and pencils and paint or crayons or whatever you use. I personally use crayons. This is the moment we're gonna start talking about why crayons are the best art medium. I mean, I'm not gonna say the best because it depends on the day. I'm gonna change my mind. But I've really liked using crayons because it's helped me de-stress. Something about coloring. A few months back, I started just doing a little bit more coloring, and then I printed off kind of coloring sheets like this, and it's like, when you don't have a lot of details, it's really actually gives me a lot of room to have fun with it. And something about crayons just gives it almost a, I guess, simplistic feeling of like, if it looks bad, it doesn't really matter. Now, I have used my Prismacolor pencils and crayons, and one can question why you would use Prismacolors with crayons. Because I only have Prismacolors, and I'm not going to use Crayola pencils. I'm sorry. Crayola does fine on crayons, but not on pencils. I can't use their pencils. So I use Prismacolor pencils with crayons. Don't question my choice of art mediums. And brands and stuff. Just don't. Aside from that, that's all I wanted to say on that. But it's been really fun to just try new kind of, art stuff. And so coloring has been one of those things, though, that it's actually helped me a lot de-stress. If it's just getting overwhelmed with real life stuff, it helps to have something that you can do for fun that's like that doesn't take too much of your mental energy. And coloring is one of those things for me. And it's kind of set aside. It's different than kind of drawing, because as fun as drawing is, it does take a lot of energy to sketch out stuff and then get the line art done and all that. It can sometimes take me forever. It can take hours to finish a drawing if I want to get really particular with it and stuff. But I do want to continue with like either coloring stuff and posting it to YouTube, or just doing regular drawing projects still. I had this one PMV idea and I worked on it for a little while and then I stopped. I may post what I've got if I decide to never continue on it. I'd hate to put it down, but quite honestly, I'm to the point where I just have no motivation to work on it anymore. So, I suppose you guys can just comment if you'd like to see that, what I've got done of it, and I can just post it and maybe finish out the last few frames in more of a sketched out form instead of a completed, and just say, hey, this is going to stay incompleted, because I am bad about not finishing projects, and I do hate that. I'd love to finish so many more projects than what I do. One project that I am really hoping I'll finish is a drawing I just started the other day. So, you may not know this about me, but I have gotten obsessed with Encanto in the past 2 days. And of course, you who do not know me in real life do not know this, because I have not said anything about it, because I haven't posted since Encanto came out, I'm pretty sure. Wow, that's actually a long time ago. We're not going to talk about that. I say that, and then I think we don't talk about Bruno. Thanks, my brain. So I had this idea for Encanto. It's not animatic or anything. I, as you probably know, love overanalyzing characters and obsessing their personality types. Yeah. So, let's just say I've watched a few videos. I love watching and hearing people's opinions on personality types of Encanto characters, and really any fictional characters that I'm like obsessed with at the moment. It used to be Marvel, now it's Encanto. It's been a lot of other things. For a little while there, I was curious about people's opinions on Undertale characters and stuff. You couldn't find that as easily though. But I've seen a few videos of people talking about Encanto characters, and those two videos. One of them I have a really big gripe with, because the guy that talks about it says that he's like that he like knows a lot, and like it sounds like he's like either an Enneagram coach or something of that nature, like knows a lot about it, but then he goes into the characters and doesn't even delve into their motivation. It's like he's just looked at their powers and their general personality and just said, okay, well, this is each of the types, and doesn't even delve into the motivation. And then another girl who I watch, I'm gonna name her because I know who she is. I can't remember the other guy's username or real name. I say username. I'm used to thinking usernames on YouTube because everybody doesn't go by their real name. But her name is Abby Howe, and she does videos on the Enneagram all the time. She does parody videos. And she typed and even after she typed the characters, I disagreed with her opinion on Isabella. And I'd go further, but this video is not about Isabella, so we're not going to talk about it. But I'm just going to say I'm working on a drawing with her in it, and I'm probably going to talk about her personality type in that video. So, if that does happen, I'm really excited for that, so that'll probably happen. But yeah. Enough about Encanto. Enough about personality types. Because we are getting quite a ways into this video, and I want to make sure I prioritize the stuff to talk about. So, I think, actually, for the last 2 minutes, I do want to talk about the finished product of this drawing, and talk about where I've been trying to stretch myself. So, lately, I've been trying to work with lighting. Past few months, I would send a picture to my friend and ask her anything that she'd critique, and it would always be something about the lighting. It was always. And, she wouldn't know exactly what to tell me, but it's like, hey, this is an improvement point. And so, I tried to work on it, and I tried using layers and clipping masks and all that. I don't know how to explain it, quite honestly. But really what I'm doing here is I am putting a layer on stuff, and then I'm lowering down the opacity to make it look lighter and stuff. And I love, the entire vibe that you can get from some stuff, when you do that. And, the more I do it, the more I realize how fun backgrounds are to draw, and how fun lighting is to draw. It makes a piece look more finished. So, for any of you who want to push your art further and have not tried this before, just play around with it. Don't be afraid of the, whatever app you're using to draw. You can always put it on a new layer and delete that later. Just try stuff until you get what you like, because whenever you can find a new method of drawing and stuff, it's actually really fun. That being said, here's the finished product, and I'm actually really proud of it. That being said, thank you all for watching this video, stopping by to hear me ramble about random stuff. I'll be back whenever I'm back. This is Taylor, signing off.